Hello and welcome, and thank you for stopping by. This is Jennifer McGuire. I just had a few quick updates to share with you today. Okay, so many people have asked if I'm doing my Favorite Crafty Things series this year, and the answer is yes. I've been working on this for many weeks now. It's a big project to take on, but I think it's one that's really important and helpful. I know that it's helpful for me to kind of whittle down all of the products that came out this year into a smaller list. So there have been many huge and really great releases from these crafty small businesses. What I like to do is go through and find out which ones work the best, which are unique, and kind of pull together a list that has a little bit of something for everyone, especially with the stamps, dies, and stencils. Now, keep in mind, you don't need all of these products by any means. I have a lot of these products because it's my job and I feel like that's part of it. But think of this as going into a department store and there's tons of mannequins, right? They all have different style outfits on, different looks. That's really what I'm doing, is setting up a bunch of mannequins with these different products. You may look at one product or mannequin and say, ooh, I've got a scarf like that at home already that I can wear that way. And it'll remind you to use something you have. Or maybe you'll see a sweater on a mannequin that you think, oh, I want to save up for that. Or that's not exactly right. I want to look for something similar to that. Or you just may fall in love with it and feel you need to go ahead and take the splurge. So just as you wouldn't go into a department store buying it all, it's the same thing here. I'm just giving you some options and hoping that it helps you find different products that you might want to have in your craft stash or remind you of different ways to use what's in your stash. Also, I spend a lot of time making sure that I link to different sources, and also I link to videos that I've done in the past with some of the products. Now, I haven't used every stamp and die that I show in a video. That's because I make cards that aren't on video sometimes, or it's new to me and I tested it out and I'm really excited about it and wanted to share with you. Now, the tools and the inks and the papers and all that, many of them will probably be products that you've seen me use in videos that have become favorites of mine over the year. But I'm hoping that by pulling all of the information together, it'll be a place that you can go refer back to, and also a place for new crafters to check. Throughout the My Favorite Crafty Things series, I will also be having giveaways over on my blog, so be sure to subscribe to that below, and discount codes for some of the products that I share. So be sure to subscribe, lots of information there. I also wanted to remind you that next week is the biggest week for Crafty Sales of the whole year. So after Thanksgiving, Black Friday, we have Small Business Saturday, and so on. And these small businesses work really hard to pull together some great deals for you. I know it's hard for these small businesses to do so. So what I like to do is pull together a list of all the crafty deals that I can find from all the companies that I love. And then I share those over my blog and I keep them updated throughout the week. So if you don't already subscribe to my blog, I encourage you to do so. I have a link below, and that way you can get all of the sales information sent to you. Now, I will say that coming up very soon, I will have an option where you can sign up for my Crafty newsletter or my Crafty Sales newsletter, and that will be separate from my blog. I'm still working on that. It's not as easy as I thought it would, but that will be coming. But in the meantime, if you're interested in those crafty sales for around Black Friday, just sign up for my regular newsletter. That newsletter will also tell you anytime I have a new blog post, video, or anything that I feel is important to share. I also wanted to let you know about a new card drive that I shared over on my blog, and I will have the link to that below also. Now, this card drive has been organized by my friend Ricky. He's a great crafter, and I will link to his information also. But Ricky is also an animal lover like me and like many of you. So what he is doing is helping out a nonprofit organization called Like Roo. Like Roo helps families and animals who are struggling with illness. So say a dog has cancer, they put together packages and include cards. Well, he decided handmade is best, so we're collecting handmade cards to give to these families. There are different themes that you can do, and I have all that information on my blog. And I'll also link to Ricky, who has much more information too. I hope you can participate in this. I think it's a great way for those of us who are animal lovers and card makers to really pour our heart out and help others. Okay, I also wanted to mention that I will be putting some crafty goodie boxes up for sale very soon over on my blog. So a lot of people ask what I do with the product I no longer use. Well, what I like to do is put together boxes that have lots of new products, lots of old products, some used, most not used, into a box. I fill it as full as I can. And I sell those boxes for $100 on my blog, but usually the value is well over like $800. Now, all of the money that I make from selling those goes to a good cause. This time, half of the boxes will go to raising money for one of my crafty friends who has a loved one with some really scary medical bills. So it'll go to help her. Then the other boxes will be used to raise money for hurricane relief, which is something that is still very important. So the way it works is I have a blog post. You leave a comment on that blog post telling me if you're interested. And then after a certain date, which I'll have on that post, I will go through and randomly pick names, contact those people, and see if they're interested in making that $100 donation to get a box. So I feel like this is the fairest way to do it, so that it's kind of randomly chosen as opposed to first come, first serve, which I know is sometimes hard with people all over the world. So if you are interested in getting a chance to get a crafty goodie box, be sure to subscribe once again to my blog linked below, and that post will come to you soon and you can leave comments to try to get one. So that's what I had to share with you today, just little updates here and there, and I will have all of the links that I talked about below. I also wanted to take a moment to thank you for watching my videos. I know they're long and I know they can be boring, so I put a lot of time into them because I hope that you learn things that you can use with the things that you have and to create many cards that you can share with others. You know, half of the joy of this hobby is creating and the other half is giving. And I hope I inspire you along the way. I know that many of you out there inspire me with your comments and the cards that you share too. So I appreciate you so much. I don't think I say it enough. Just wanted to throw that out there also. If you have any questions, you can leave them in the YouTube comments below, and I will try to answer them as I can. I hope you have a wonderful week. We'll see you soon, and take care. And just in case you think my whole craft room is this clean, it's not. This My Favorite Crafty Things series makes my craft room look like a bomb's gone off. So here's just a little example. Right outside the screen, trash can. Over here, Lila's crafty stuff that she's doing while I do my series. And you know, Copic markers that need to be put away, washi tape, all within reach. That's okay. It's the fun of crafting, right?